I'm driving from San Francisco on the way to Sequoia National Park. It's about 3 hours and a half, 4 hours depending on traffic. Well, welcome to Sequoia National Park of California. If you come to the Sequoia and you want to swim, just make sure you do it in company and not alone, and just be very careful because every year people die here. So there is this is the way to go to one of the river, well, to the river, but this is one of the ways to get there. You can't see over here. How beautiful is that? Okay, let's get down. Well, this is amazing. Well, you have to be very careful here because the stones are very slippery. So, yeah. It's great. So the Sequoia National Park is right next to Kings Canyon. It's the home of the sequoias. The giant sequoias are the biggest tree on earth. In here you can find General Sherman, which is the biggest tree on earth in mass. It's a huge tree. It's beautiful. You can also find wild animals such as snakes, bears, birds. It's a very taking view if you go to the Motor Rock, which we will be going in a while. But right now I'm gonna take my car and I'm gonna drive to one of the more iconic places, which is the Tunnel Lock. It's a tree that fell down long time ago, and they actually carved a hole on it to make way for the roads. It's a beautiful and iconic place. If you're into hiking and nature, it's a place you have to come. This tree was about 2,000 years old before it fell down. At the giant forest where the sequoias actually live, and I'm actually very near to where General Sherman is the biggest tree on earth. Forest, and I'm right now going towards to Motor Rock. It's 1.5 miles from where the parking lot is. It's a very nice spot. It's a very, smells really good, smells really fresh. I do advise you, if you come here, to bring some mosquito repellent, something, because there are a lot of mosquitoes and flies. There is also many wild animals in the forest, bears, snakes, squirrels. It's not advisable to give food to the wild animals, otherwise they will come for more and they can become aggressive. The sequoias are really amazing, like they're huge, beautiful, and all these black marks that you can see on it, there are actually marks of fire. They resist the fire. In my way to Motor Rock, I found this family of birds, and the mother is very protective, so you shouldn't get close to them. In case they came close to you by any chance, you should make noise and scare them away. It could be very dangerous if they get close to you, so please, if you see them, just let them be. Don't follow them or don't try to approach them. It could be very dangerous. I made it to the Motor Rock. Now it's a little bit easier. There's just stairs. I'm not going through the forest, and it's just right in front of me. Quite easy trek though. I am at the Motor Rock, And I'm gonna explain you a little bit the landscape I have right now over here. Sequoias live in the mountain zone, like right down there. That's where the sequoias are. There is different animals here. There is one is called picas. It's a cousin of the rabbits, and it survives only in cold weather. And you can see some of them around this area. That mount over there is called Mount Stewart. It's 12,205 feet. Then the next one is Lawson Peak. It's 13,000. The next one over there is Kewik Queen. And then you have Black Kewik. And on the other side, Lip Cold Mountain. So that's basically the landscape I have right now on my bike. It's pretty beautiful here. It's a very high point, and you can actually get to see absolutely everything from here. It's gorgeous. And the air is very fresh. During winter, this area has snow and it's very windy, and there is so many light strikes who actually sometimes make fire into the woods. But at the moment it's a very good weather, it's summer and beautiful. Well, it's time for me to go and visit the star of the national park, the General Sherman, the biggest tree on earth.
Tall and a foot in diameter. It just adds that to its mass every single year, but that's stretched out over a fraction of a millimeter. So people come here to see the world's largest living trees, and of course if they come here to see the largest, they come to the Sherman tree. And the stats of this tree are kind of staggering too. If you don't know, it stands 276 feet tall, it's 36 and a half feet in diameter, it's 103 feet in circumference. The largest limb on this tree is straight above us, and that limb by itself is 6.8 feet in diameter. It's actually wider than all these other trees around us, and that's just the largest limb. This tree, it weighs somewhere between 3.5 to 4 million pounds. 17,000 pounds of that is in the bark. 750,000 pounds of that, estimated of course, is actually in the root system. The roots of these trees, they're incredibly shallow. Oh, spectacular tree. It's the world's largest living tree. Well, what do we even mean by that? Is it the tallest tree in the world? Is it the oldest tree in the world? No. Yeah. Let me ask you again, why? The world's largest living tree is the world's largest tree by volume, meaning that if we hollowed out this tree, it would hold more water than any other living tree. It has 600,184 feet to its overall mass.
So the only way you can actually get to know the age of an actual tree is by counting the rings on the trunk. It's very difficult to know how old General Sherman is, but they calculate about 2,500 years old, or probably more, 2,000, but we don't know. The only way to know is when the tree falls, and that's when we can count the rings. I'm gonna show you right to see how old it is. Like, you can see the rings going from the middle, going around. This tree, it was about 2,210 years old. The marks with some rings show that. So that's the only way we can actually get to see how old General Sherman tree is when he dies. But he is quite healthy. I'm going right now to Kings Canyon, and it's a very nice spot here where I have. And the reason because it's nice is because in Kings Canyon there is one mountain over there, the one between those two trees right there is called a Spanish mountain. How cool is that? We have our own mountain. That's how we roll. Yeah, baby. Welcome to Hume Lake. Look at that. This is in Kings Canyon, and you can come and stay here. There is some lodge over there, and also you can come here and practice some sports like canoeing, kayaking. There are also some The girls, for example, over there, they're getting ready for kayaking. And with this view, I'm taking the road again, going to one of the waterfalls here in Kings Canyon. It's one of the nicest places I have here, and I can't wait to arrive. I spent 2 days in the parks, but I could definitely should have done more. It's a beautiful place, and I'm really more into mountains and trekking and all these things. So there you have it. That's the waterfall on the river and the Kings Canyon. For me, it's gonna be a little bit late. I'm gonna have to head back to my hotel. The road is very easy to drive, but it's not a straight line, so you have to be very careful. I do not want to be without sunlight here on the road, so I'm gonna go now home. And there's a lot of bags, so you need to make sure you bring something to keep them away. They're very annoying. So I'll see you later, and this is for today, the Kings Canyon and Sequoia Park. I hope you like it, I hope you enjoy it, because it was absolutely amazing for me. If you have any questions, just write below. Make sure you leave your comments and subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe, so then you will see the rest of the videos of this trip 2017 I'm doing. See ya, guys.